All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here at Respite tonight. This year is the 30th anniversary of the River Parkway Trust, and let's hear it for all those people that got this thing started 30 years ago. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, our generous sponsors who make this possible. Busetto, Valley PBS, Hedrick Chevrolet, Dirksen Taylor Stokes Associates, and Central Valley Life magazine. The house is open for your visit. If you haven't been there before, it is an 1890s ranch house, ordered out of a catalog and shipped out here. In those days, it would be, I think it was shipped from Chicago. It came out by rail. You'd send your wagons and teams of horses or mules or whatever down to the railhead, pick up the kit, haul it out here, hire some local guys to put it together. The catalog says that this house went for nearly $2,000 as a kit. So, welcome to Fresno in the 1890s, I guess. Due largely to Katherine Johnson and Megan Bohegan, we have a very special program this year of musicians and authors who give us so generously of their time and their talent. Thank you for all the volunteers that make the program happen. Remember, artists and readers' opinions do not necessarily represent those of the River Parkway Trust. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Evo Bluestein.
Just 1, 2. Hi there. It wasn't warm enough, so I brought my clogging shoes to just stay a little energetic. No, I'm not going to be too energetic. It's just a way of the people naturally move to fiddle and banjo music in the southeast, keeping a little time. And of course, if you're not fiddling at the same time, you can probably do a lot more steps than I'll do tonight, but I'm just used to doing that. So I'll welcome you with a fiddle tune called Way Down in North Carolina, also called Waterbound. Chickens crowing in the old pine tree. Chickens crowing in the old pine tree. Chickens crowing in the old pine tree. We're down in North Carolina. Get up, Charlie, let's go home. Get up, Charlie, let's go home. Get up, Charlie, let's go home before the water rises. Waterbound and I can't get home. Waterbound and I can't get home. Waterbound and I can't get home. We're down in North Carolina. Well, the old man's mad and I don't care. The old man's mad and I don't care. The old man's mad, I don't care, just so I get his daughter. If he don't give her up, we're gonna run away. He don't give her up, we're gonna run away. He don't give her up, we're gonna run away and go to North Carolina. Stay all night and don't go home. Stay all night and don't go home. Stay all night, don't go home. Stay with me till morning. Woo! Okay, good. Well, this is an old blues called Hard Time Killing Floor, and it has an expression in it that says, just dry long so, which is an African American expression expressing a kind of destitution. And so if I remember where that goes, you might hear that old expression. I kind of like that. This song requires a little empathy. I need you to be willing to hum along, and you actually sing the last line repeats again, so you'll get it. Hard Time Killing Floor. People are drifting from door to door. They can't find no heaven. I don't care where they go. Here's your part. They can't find no heaven. I don't care where they go. Hard times here, everywhere you go. Times is harder than ever been before. Times is harder than ever been before. You say you got money now, you better be sure. Times are harder, just right on so. Times is harder, just right on so. Well, if I ever get off that old hard time killing floor, I won't trouble my mind anymore. You humming? I won't trouble my mind anymore. You hear me singing this lonesome song. Times can drive from door to door. You know, hard times can drive you from door to door. I sung this song, ain't gonna sing it anymore. I sung this old song, ain't gonna sing anymore. You know I sung this old song, ain't gonna sing anymore. Thank you. Well, some of you are old enough to remember when auto harps were part of the school curriculum. Raise your hand if you grew up knowing what an auto harp was in school. They're probably these old, nice, black ones. And they come a long way since then. I have one made right now called the Evo harp. And I'll pick it up right now. we're really here to celebrate my book that came out last year, and we're going to do that in a while. But while we're waiting for people to trickle in, I'll sing a few songs. So this is one of my Evo harps, and I used to play them, you remember, flat on your lap, and then most people now play it upright like this. And I'll do another song you can sing on. In the 60s folk scare, there was a famous guitar player, an African-American woman named Elizabeth Cotton. And when she was a little girl, she made up this song, which became quite famous later on, called Freight Train. So if you know it, please sing along. And if you don't, you'll catch on. Here's the chorus. Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. Please don't tell them which train I'm on, so they won't know which way I've gone. Let's sing it again. Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. Please don't tell them which train I'm on, so they won't know which way I've gone. Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, run so fast. Please don't tell them which train I'm on, so they won't know which way I've gone. Well, before I forget, I'm going to pick up this other Evo harp. This one, this other Evo harp has some special chord bars on it. And I'll do a pretty song. Maybe Irish or Scottish in origin. As I walked out of a bright May morn, calm and clear was the weather, chanced to roam some miles from home among the beautiful blooming heather, heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather, chanced to roam some miles from home among the beautiful blooming heather, heather on the moor. As I roved along with my hunting song, my heart as light as any feather, I met a pretty maid upon the way, tripping the dew down from the heather, heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather, met a pretty maid upon the way, tripping the dew down from the heather, heather on the moor. Where are you going to, my pretty fair maid, by hill or dale? Come tell me whether. She answered me quite modestly, to the feeding of me lambs together, heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather. She answered me quite modestly, to the feeding of my lambs together, heather on the moor. Well, we both shook hands and we sat right down, it being the finest day in summer. We sat till the red setting beams of the sun came sparkling down among the heather, heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather. Sat till the red setting beams of the sun came sparkling down among the heather, heather on the moor. Well, now she says I must away, for my sheeps and lambs have strayed from mother. I am loath to part from you, as those fond lambs are to part their mother. Heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather. I am loath to part from you, as those fond lambs are to part their mother. Heather on the moor. Up she rose and away she rode, her name and place I know not either. If I was king I'd make her queen, the lass I met among the heather, heather on the moor, over the heather, over the moor, and among the heather. If I was king I'd make her queen, the lass I met among the heather, heather on the moor. Well, this is a pretty kind of a waltz that made up called Sequoia Waltz. It has some of these pretty chords on here. you. Well, the ranks are swelling. I think I'll just maybe do one more, and then we can transition to a little bit about the book. I'll grab the banjo for a song that is called Down South Blues. Came from the singing of a banjo player named Doc Boggs. And I was reading, he heard some African-American musicians playing that blues on a piano, and he adapted it to his banjo style. And I made up a tuning for it and changed it all around. And so here's my version of it. I'm going to the station, catch the fastest train that goes. I'm going back south, where the weather suits my clothes. I'm going back south if I'll wear out 99 pair of shoes. I'm broken hearted, I got those down south blues. Your love's like water, you turn off and on. When you think you got 'em, they're done turned off and gone. I was raised in a country where the snow, it never fell. I'm going back south if I don't do so well. My mama told me, my daddy told me too. Don't you go off, honey, let the man make a fool out of you. Rolling and tumbling, I cried the whole night long. Woke up this morning, my biscuit roller gone. I looked up at the mountain, far as my eye could see. Lord, a man got my woman, the blues they sure got me. had to fold my arms and I slowly walked away. I said in my mind, your trouble gonna come someday. Run here, baby, sit down on my knee. Wanna tell y'all about the way they treated me. Thank you. So, once again, my name is Evo, and thank you all for coming.